JBNN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Hi guys. Before we go into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and to share the news with someone today. Now on to the news. Children advocate Betty Blaine passes away. Prominent children's rights advocate Betty Blaine has died. Blaine, founder of lobby group Hear the Children's Cry and Youth Opportunities Unlimited, was reportedly ailing for some time. In paying tribute, Prime Minister Andrew Holness said her passion and commitment have touched countless lives. Her legacy will continue to inspire us to create a better Jamaica for all. May her soul find eternal peace, said Holness in a post on X, formerly Twitter. He expressed condolences to her family, friends, and colleagues. Female student stabbed to death in Manchester. A female student was stabbed to death at the Catholic College of Mandeville in Williamsfield, Manchester on Monday. The deceased has been identified as 20-year-old Akila White, who is of North Patrick, Manchester. The incident, which reportedly happened about midday, also resulted in a male student being stabbed. Preliminary reports are that 3 students were involved in a confrontation when a schoolboy inflicted stab wounds on a male student and a female student. Both injured students were taken to hospital, where the female student was pronounced dead and the other student hospitalized. The attacker has since been taken into police custody.
Mario Mitchell, Belfield Division. Very saddened. This is something that is also very shocking and very surprising. We have been a recent spate of school violence across the entire island. And I was at another high school, the Belfield High School, doing some work on the playfield when I was notified that there was an incident down here. There have been 2 stabbings. One of the young men is in the hospital and a young lady have been killed. Let me just state that since COVID, I'm not blaming it on COVID, since COVID, teachers have been saying to us that the students are more aggressive, they are more violent, and I'm calling on all the powers that be, the government, the Minister of Education, all the powers that be, to do whatever it is within their power to assess what is happening. There's something drastically wrong with our students, and I'm asking that whatever it is that must be done, whether psychological help, mental health. This is a strain on our teachers with the mental health. This is a strain on the students itself, which are going through tremendous stresses, whatever it is. Parents must play a role. We as the politician and the stakeholders must play a role, and the administrator of the school system, the Minister of Education. This is a murder that happened today when somebody sent their child to school to get an education and has to be told that your child is dead, sitting in a mark on ice. This is something that I wish on no parent at all.
Bullet-riddled body found in parked car in Beverly Hills. The bullet-riddled body of a man was found in a parked motor vehicle in Beverly Hills, St. Andrew. Police were alerted around midnight to the scene by residents who reported seeing a suspicious Nissan motor vehicle parked along the roadway. Upon arrival, police observed the body of a man believed to be in his mid-20s inside the vehicle with multiple gunshot wounds. The Halfway Tree police are investigating. Man hospitalized under police guard following shootout. A 23-year-old motorcycle pillion is in hospital under police guard following a shootout with police on Bay Farm Road, Kingston 11 on Sunday night. The man received multiple gunshot wounds to the upper body and underwent surgery. A policeman was also shot and injured in the incident. His wounds are not believed to be life-threatening. According to the police, the incident occurred when a team of officers assigned to the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch signaled 2 men on a motorcycle to stop. The men refused and the officers gave chase. Reports are that the men shot at the police who returned fire. The police have confirmed that a bystander was also shot in the incident. He was treated at hospital and discharged. Man dies in crash on Winston Jones Highway in Manchester. A warning has been issued to motorists to avoid driving while fatigued following the death of a man along the Winston Jones Highway in Manchester on Monday morning. Carl Gale, a 47-year-old window tinter and vehicle graphic designer of New Green in the parish, died after his car collided with a truck. It's reported that about 3 a.m., Gale was driving a Nissan AD wagon when on reaching the vicinity of Russell Place Meadows, the vehicle crashed into the back of a tractor-trailer that was laden with cement. Gale was taken to hospital by the police, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. A passenger from the car was treated. Her condition is not known. Gale's brother, Conrad, believes he may have fallen asleep while on his way home from a party in Banana Ground, Belfield.
To all road users, if you're tired, don't go around your steering and drive. It's a serious, because my brother now has now become a part of the road statistic. And that's really heartbreaking to know that he's just among the number. He's also a young driver, not really like he's driving for a very long time, maybe about a year or so since he started to drive, you know. And you can't drink and drive. I am not here to accuse him that he was drinking, but from what I saw, you know, inside the car is a representation that, you know, you go a party, yeah, drink. People are so insensitive, you know, these days, because there is the accident and people is just passing, just taking photos, you know, and nobody would want to even assist. It had to be the police who had to come here, you know. Maybe if somebody did actually try and assist in some way, them couldn't take him to the hospital.
Lawyers seeking release of Vybz Kartel and co-accused. The habeas corpus application hearing seeking the release of entertainer Vybz Kartel and 2 co-accused is to continue later this month. The matter was adjourned in the Supreme Court on Monday morning. The application will be heard over 2 days, May 29 and 30. Attorneys representing Kartel, who's given name is Adija Palmer, Sean Storm Campbell, and Andre Madso St. John, filed an application for their release following the overturning of their murder conviction.
The matter was set to be heard today. However, the judge was of the view that the Director of Public Prosecution is an interested party, as well as for the jurisprudence that proper submissions be put before the court by those parties. One can appreciate that the liberty of the men are left unanswered. The men are in no man's land as it is. One would call it la la land, one would be it's a lacuna in the law where you're not convicted, you're not charged, but you're held in abeyance. I think in terms of where the law is, that the legislators would have needed to make certain amendments to account for a situation where a conviction is quashed, but the matter is not yet before the court.
Buchanan said the habeas corpus application is to be amended to include the Director of Public Prosecutions as an interested party, who is to be served with a copy by 4 o'clock Monday. The office of the DPP is to respond on or before May 20. Kartel and his co-accused are being held at the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center. They, along with Kahira Jones, were convicted on March 13, 2014 for the murder of Clive Lizard Williams, but the conviction was overturned by the Privy Council on March 14, 2024. The case was sent back to the Court of Appeal by the Privy Council for a decision on whether they should face retrial for the 2011 murder. That hearing is set for June 10. Mother's Day tragedy for a Clarendon mother after son suspected drowning. A 29-year-old man, said to be of unsound mind, is suspected to have drowned in the Rio Mini in Clarendon on Sunday, leaving his mother to lament a tragic Mother's Day. "Miss sad because it is Mother's Day. This is my Mother's Day gift," said Sonia Jones at the scene, where her son DeMar Cole was discovered. Cole's body was found near the Maypen Bridge. The Maypen police say residents alerted them to a body afloat in the river about 9 a.m. Cole was pronounced dead at hospital. Jones disclosed that her son had been mentally ill since 2012. "If it is this time, there's nothing we can do about it. It already happened, and I can't blow back breath in him," she said. She said it was not the norm for her son to visit the river. "Me just say them find him down by the river. Him don't normally go down the river. Him always pass and look down, but him don't normally go down there. So I'm wondering what really happened," she said. Seemingly clinging to her Christian faith, the mother added, "Well, the Lord give it, and the Lord take it away. And if it's his time, I can't do anything about it. All I can do is mourn, but I still have to give God thanks because he's a life giver and life taker." Jones said her son would have celebrated his 30th birthday later this month. Investigations are ongoing. Large portion of Westmoreland murders occur in area known for gang violence. Sergeant Kenroy Easy, the sub-officer of the Morgan Bridge Police Station, says 43% of the 35 murders reported in Westmoreland since the start of this year were committed in Zone 2, an area known widely for gang violence. 15 of those murders were committed within that jurisdiction of the Westmoreland Police Division, an operational space covering all the communities within the remit of the Morgan Bridge Police Station in Grangeville and the Frome Police Station. The division has recorded 35 murders since the start of this year, and that is nothing to feel proud of, Izzy told stakeholders in Grangeville Saturday night during a peace march against gang violence. The Zone 2 area, that is Grangeville and Frome, has recorded 15 of these murders, and that is actually 43% of the total number of murders within Westmoreland. This speaks volumes that we're not doing well at all, the police sergeant argued. The Peace March, which followed several shooting deaths in the Grangeville community, was led by Pastor Javane Billings of the Grangeville district of Seventh-day Adventist churches under the theme, "A Full Community, Let's Take It Back." The marchers entered the Grangeville Square from different directions, namely Top Lincoln, Causeway, and the Sterling, piloted by the police in their service vehicles, before converging inside the Marcus White Transportation Center next to the Morgan Bridge Police Station, where representatives from the police, Child Protection and Family Services Agency, Center for Investigation of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse, CISOCA, Restorative Justice, and the Heart in SDA provided critical information to help transform the youths and their community. Pastor Courtney Rose, executive of the West Jamaica Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, was the keynote speaker. In March, Deputy Superintendent Sean J. Mitchell, the commander for Zone 4 in the division, which covers the areas of Negril and Little London, reported that a turf war was unfolding between the resurgent Kings Valley Gang and the emerging Anspasi Gang. Since then, the Grangeville community has been a hotbed of gang violence, including death threats being issued against students in their communities. In April, 16-year-old Grangeville High School student Carson Bright was killed, and a female student shot and injured during a deadly attack by gangsters on Belle Road in Grangeville as they made their way home from Sports Day. That incident has forced National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang to counter that threat with a caution to gangsters operating in the parish to lay down their arms and refrain from carrying out threats to kill several students from the Crowder community in Grangeville. There are people in Crowder who are threatening to kill students from that area, Chang said during a high-level security and education team visit to the Grangeville High School and throughout the wider Morgan Bridge Police area recently. I want to tell them, every single one who might be having such thoughts, we'll find them wherever they go. And anyone that is a perpetrator in Grangeville, we're going to look for them, hunt them down and prosecute them, the National Security Minister warned at the time. JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.